agree, bro. Going this way. Hey, how's it going? If you have any questions, I am here. I love when people are just, you know, looting the chest rather than helping the group. They just don't look like great people. Maybe that's just my hot take. I mean, I'd rather help out my fellow people. Dang, both those guys didn't drop anything. But for the people that usually don't play this game or might not know what this is New World Online. This is a pay-to-play, but free monthly, depending if you have a console or not. Of course, then you have to pay for, like, you know, monthly access of your console. I mean, that's no different from any other game. PlayStation 5 gets it for free. Hello, Gio. But they have to pay like certain tier of PlayStation Network. And Xbox, you have to pay, I think, $60, but again, you need Xbox Live at the higher tier. So, where a computer, sadly, it's a little bit more, but we don't have a monthly fee. We pay $50 for the base and 30 for the expansion, so you're looking at 80, which sadly is now the new going rate for most games. But you gotta look at it this way, it came with a DLC as well. Yeah, there's a lot of iffy stuff. Like at the beginning of the game, my player, yes, did spit on the player, and that's not right. I'm not gonna say that's correct. But Dak also spat at him on the ground before that, which of course the camera doesn't show that. So Dak, you know, encouraged him to be an idiot, which I think should still get a fine as well. Because to me, both of them are in the wrong. I mean, you're gonna spit at me, smile, then walk away. Then when I walk up to you, be like, hey, did you spit at me? And then you walk past your own players to get in my face. I'm gonna be a little bit more calm and collected, of course, but I can see why he did it. Heat of the moment. You're talking crap. You're in my face. My whole thing is, why didn't the referee stop it from happening? If you look closely, there's a ref up behind him. And he sees the whole thing happen. He doesn't even try to get in the middle of them or nothing. It's like the whole point of a referee is to try to stop things from happening. Like stupid fights, stupid conflict. So like, why did you just stand back, let everything happen, and then be like, oh, okay, he's out of the game. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that my guy did anything right. You shouldn't spit on another player. But I also think that with it being on live TV and stuff, and how they seen that Dak did it, Dak sure got, you know, hey, you're out too. I just think both of them should get in trouble. I'm not saying my guy did the right thing by any means. I mean, you don't spit on someone. But I think he thought that spitting on someone was, I mean, not to justify it, but I think he was kind of like me. I didn't think spitting on someone was assault. But I guess, yeah, if you spit on someone's face, and it gets on their eyes, and they get some type of disease, maybe? I don't know. When that one guy on the live TV was like, that's assault! I'm like, wait, what? He punched him? This is like, this is a whole new type of assault that I didn't know about. So you're saying if you cut yourself and the other guy has a cut and you guys touch, that's assault? He handshaked me with an open wound and I had an open wound. He assaulted me. But it also almost makes you think that NFL is rigged. Because the whole reason why everyone was saying this game wouldn't be close is because they lost Micah Parsons or whatever his name was. So it's kind of weird how they lose their best defensive player, and all of a sudden mine gets kicked out. Like they knew it was gonna be a one-sided football game and not good ratings, so it's like, let's make it a fair shake. Oh yeah. But like every year now, I'm kind of thinking the NFL is like more rigged. You know, like if you look at the Josh Allen Mahomes game right before the Super Bowl, they tush-pushed their own version of it twice. Both times he was over the line. Both times he got denied. They even had Amazon technology to show that the ball was over the line with a GPS marker on the ball. But yet, supposedly, none of that was enough to overturn it and get him the touchdown. So I'm kind of thinking, like you just said, it's a betting game, and there's certain bets that are going to, you know, like really hurt them. All of a sudden, they don't come true. You know, just like on the Super Bowl game, my team, if you can look this up, it's on YouTube. Jalen Hurts goes, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is Mahomes. We can't let up. Why did my coach pull all my backup, all my players, defense and offense, and put in backups? Why didn't they just keep going? Why not make a point across? Like, when did NFL have a mercy rule? Like, yes, I understand that, yes, your quarterback might get hurt, or your players might get hurt. But it's almost like, hey, we have bets going on that this has to be a close game. We gotta keep it close. I know some of my backup players, oh, they score 14 points because, you know, I have like third string backups in. We didn't even have a second string, we had third stringers in there. I think the only backup player we had was our running back, and then that was about it. Because even our backup quarterback was worse than our other quarterback. And then like the Mahomes games. I mean, yes, I'm sorry you're a Kansas City fan, but even a true Kansas City fan's like, yeah, we had a lot of referee help. It's kind of weird. Like there's a Kansas City, I think, offensive player or defensive player that always is early, and everyone in the league knows that he gets off the line early, but yet no one ever gives him a flag. So I don't know, like I like football, but after last night and like all the other crap, it's like, makes you wonder. And then when the NFL gets called on the referees being garbage and helping Mahomes, all they get is like, what, college games for like a year and then the back of the NFL? It's like, so they're rigging football games but you want them back in your program? I'm thinking so too. I'm thinking bets shouldn't be a thing. Oh, if they have bets, it should be betting on like random stats, not scores. Like example, like I don't know, like maybe a running back gets 150 yards. Great, you can still rig that too, just not hand off the ball to the running back, I guess. I also thought it was weird how bad the announcers blew up the spit thing too. It was like, it's like you're trying to make better media. Like, they sure dropped that right off the bat. It should have been like, yeah, he was an idiot. That's assault. They shouldn't do that. But yet, Chris Collinsworth had to keep on bringing it up the whole game that the Eagles defense rely on this one person. It's weird that the #1 defensive player and the #1 defense of the Cowboys are both missing to make a better game. Gotta get those ratings. Yeah, Dak spat at him on the ground, then wanders off a huddle, and then Toxin gets in his face. How did he not get that separated before the other guy even spit? That referee should have stepped in the middle, or stopped Dak from even walking towards the guy. Be like, hey, get to your circle, he gets to his circle. And then my one player fucking gets a knee injury the first play. He's probably out for the season. That's great. Yeah, that was like probably the worst start of the Eagle franchise. I just hope they look into it and Dak gets in trouble and then he gets in trouble and they both just don't get suspended. Of course, every Kansas City fan's like, suspend him for 2 games. Weird, because we're playing Kansas City that you would want one of my best players suspended so you guys can get your revenge. Then if you look at my game, there was like 4 different times that like Hurts got thrown outside, out of bounds. You touch Mahomes when you run out of bounds as a flag. But you know, Hurts can get thrown outside and it's alright. I don't know. Yeah, towards the end, there was like multiple times where he took off running, and you could tell he was running out of balance. And then after like 2 feet out of balance, they're pushing him. One time he went into the sound guy and took out the sound guy. And of course, Chris Collinsworth hates the Eagles, so he's like, "Oh, that's a good no call." You can tell that he barely pushed him. That's momentum. So it's still a flag when a momentum player hits another player that's defensive. Like my defensive back was running really fast, couldn't stop time, hit another player, he got called for it. But yeah, but I don't know, sports is just, I think the betting needs to be taken out of sports completely. Well, like I was telling you, it's weird that my coach had to take out the lead players when we're playing against Kansas City Chiefs. Like, we can't have a blowout, we gotta have a close game, let them score 14 points. Because if you look at Jalen Hurts, he was pissed. He like, "Hey coach, why are you benching me? I want to keep playing. This is Mahomes. He can come back." And he's like, "No, I'm benching you. You did good." I was like, "Huh? Weird." It's like you want him to get garbage points, so like the point spread isn't as big. And that's the thing. There's always a point spread, and if the point spread's one way or the other, you can win a crap ton of money. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm happy my team won. I hope my stupid guy doesn't get suspended for multiple games, but knowing my luck, he probably will. I think my luck's been pretty good, so maybe he won't. It's always nice watching your team play and see all the Cowboy fans that picked your players get good points on fantasy football. Yeah, I know, you took my quarterback. And for now on, I'm picking Jalen Hurts first round. Hey Cam, if you're here. What guy don't you like? Oh, he's playing Discord. Oh, okay. Did I play what, buddy? This game? After my game? Yeah, I played for a little bit. Oh, no, I didn't play football. I was like backup quarterback kind of thing, and then I'm like, ah, I'm good. I played golf in high school, though. No, football kind of collided with like golf and other stuff that I kind of liked more. Plus, our coach was a dick, so. It was kind of the reason why I went to the high school I went to, because the golf coach was, I thought, better than the other golf coach. So I only went to like my high schools. I thought the coaching staff would be better. Sadly, it was a nice guy that had no clue what he was doing, so it kind of sucked when like someone tells you, hey, you're doing this wrong, but he's looking at a book to tell you that you're doing that wrong. It was like, cool, that book tell you that you should change your swing after 20-some years of doing it? Or after 14 years of doing it? I mean, football is dangerous, don't get me wrong. We had a lot of players get hurt on my team. Or our team, sorry. Suppose that quarterback like had a broken leg, and yeah. I got hurt enough on golf anyways. I don't know how many times I had a ball hit a tree and come fucking flying back at me, or someone hits me with a golf ball. Great times. Nice. I did basketball 6th, 7th, 8th. But I didn't do it in high school because I think that was like the same time as golf. Was my reasoning, but I can't remember. Because I didn't want to do like 2 sports and then try to figure out, how to make it work. Plus, my parents were really like, hey, you have to keep it B average and doing weekly grade reports, and yeah. So I figured it'd be too much work. But luckily, they never really forced me to get a job or anything, which that was nice. Because I think if I ever had to do a job plus schooling, I don't know if I would have been able to do that. Especially with golf, too. I think a lot of high schoolers that were forced to do jobs and that, and they were having a pretty hard time keeping grade scores up. Yeah, I wasn't worried about the drug test. I've never done any drugs in my life, so. And really, it wasn't the drug test that scared our players. It's more so the alcohol test, because a lot of the golfers like to get drunk. Or at least 2 of them out of the team did. And the coach knew it, but never did caught it. Why I can't invite my buddy there? Where are we all going, boys? I'm lost. Going that way? Alright. Got lost because I was trying to get in add my buddy. No, I just didn't see the point of drugs growing up. 1, I didn't have money, so how am I gonna get them? 2, I had enough problems already. I didn't need more. And having the school spy on your grades and tell your, this grant now they do it daily, but back then teachers didn't really tell your parents your grades. But my dad had it set up that my study hall teacher kept track of my grades and would tell him like weekly grade updates. So I was too worried about my grades. That was the last thing that was on my mind, was just, drugs. Oh, on our server, or which server did you do that on? Or did you start on the East Coast? I know like you're down the wrong server, that's why I was wondering. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I thought you were like an older East player, that's why I was wondering, like, oh, did you start a new character? That was a spicy meatball. There's one thing I like about this server. It's nice that they have set times. Like I know it's every single day at 11:05 they start this little chess run. God, depending on what job I get, that could hurt me, I guess. I'm sure there's probably nighttime runners too, though. But yeah, this is the same as that group that I've done the chess one with for the last like week. Besides my character being different, because it used to be my old character. I finally got this one high enough where I can do them. Or at least this one anyways. I probably can't do the Sans ones because my storyline's not over there yet, so I'll die of skin cancer instantly. I burn the sunlight. Maybe just be this and that's it. And if that's true, then I'm still gonna try to get a CK. I'll be the one that starts it, I don't care. Good, I should wait till I hit 65. I don't think I may hit, I don't know, I might hit 65 today. So a half a level. But I take a guess, I'm probably not gonna hit it till Saturday. Unless I do like a dungeon or something. Oh, yeah, I never did. That was my buddy did, though. Oh, like for my game and everything, I just didn't have time. Plus, I still need to buy, rights. But I have to buy, rights to, fish, so like, fishing license, conservation license, warm water license. And we're moving towards the end of the season. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's see what you just say. Maybe you can send XUCR John one right. Shh. She'll be fine. She goes outside all the time. I used to do everything. Mostly like, river fishing. Sort of like rainbow trout, cutthroats. But when I was growing up as a kid, we pretty much fished anything. Paddlefish, lots of lakes, ponds, rivers. We don't live too far away from the Yellowstone. Oh, the Stillwater was both great rivers for fishing. This guy should not run a chest run if he doesn't know how to make it correctly. I don't like raid leaders that don't listen to chat or whisper to or listen to DMs in chat. When you do a raid, you should just have it let people invite everyone because you're not gonna fill up a team if you're the only one inviting people, unless you're good at it. 2 groups is not gonna be enough to do this chest run. My own opinion on that one, though, I guess. Oh god. Yeah, I get that for fucking typing, I guess. Nice, we don't have a lot of that down here, so it's not wants to learn fly fish. I never learned fly fishing. I hear it's rough, but I heard it can be done. Can you make it, Cam? I know you're good, but are you that good? I might have to go back and see if I can get Cam. Looks like he was finally able to join, but by the time they let him in, we're way halfway up here. He's making it. Thank you for likes. I guess go with us, you bear. If you can make it, I'll try to make it. Yeah. Alright, Cam, do you at least make it to the bear? Oh, I guess there's a restricted area there. There he is. Okay, cool. At least he made it to the bottom, back half of it. So if you guys ever do this chest run, you see those purple little things of death, or pink, little spinny thing? It hurts. Don't stand. For some odd reason, the game developer's like, yeah, we're gonna make that be a one hit. They stand there for more than 1 second. I don't know why they did that. Probably just, make it challenging, but yeah. So a lot of people just stand there and they're like, oh, why? I died. How did I die? Well, that's how. Thank you for everyone that's here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. I like that I'm having people to talk to. This is New World Online. Here's a no monthly sub, buy to play with sub, I guess, if you count Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. PlayStation has it pretty much free besides the PlayStation Network tier. Xbox, you have to pay for the game at $60 plus Xbox Live higher tier. Not exactly sure the name tiers. I'll try to figure that out later, so that way I can help out. But I just know that you need the live on both. You can't just have like the base model where all you can do is message your friends. Which is fair. I think Fortnite's the only game that has it set up that way, and that's because they make billions. It's a bare necessities. Kill Daisy the dancing bear. Daisy's dead. By the way, you could do these daily. They start at 11. Da 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 da. That's true. Oh, Daisy's dead. She lived a beautiful life. I guess my weapon swap didn't want to happen there, but that's alright. I love that healing skill where you can like put it on people or monsters and it follows them. So like in PvP is great because you just put it on the person and you get beat the crap out of. Same with monsters, so nice. And the whole time you're fighting them, you're being healed and they can't do anything about it. Love it. I thought there was something in this house, maybe not. Maybe they took it away. Big baddie. Dropped gold. That looks like a name. At least Cam got like 6 elite chest runs. Or 6 elite chests. Better for nothing. I love it because that's where I get all my health potions at. Get the infused health potions during the chest runs. They're great. You don't have to make them because they're expensive to make. I could have swore there was something in this house. CK next, or we're going next? Where's TH? TH. Oh, is over there? I can't do TH.
Here, have a green tea.
Oh, thanks. That was not what I thought was going to happen. So let's see, ERC. Cam got his first red. Phoenix Amulet. 32 plus to the highest stat. When and receive a lethal damage, avoid death. Regain 100% of your max health. Then become infected with vengeance, including healing by 200%. Taking. Holy shit. Yeah, I might be trying to wear that. I think that's worth wearing and then one weapon instead of doing double weapons. I think you can only use 2 reds. Kinda like on Destiny. But I'd love to have that one. I just get webs mostly. Oh, I guess I got a little bit of everything. Oh, you get 1 of each? See, like, I don't know a lot, so, Boston was thinking that you only get 2 you can wear. I thought he kind of explained it's 2 as anything, but 1 weapon, 1 armor, 1 accessory. If that's true, then that's not bad at all. Let's understand why they're doing that. They don't want people wearing full red, because then everyone's wearing the same gear. Like, I know in Destiny, so that's what they say. I got ya. I guess a nice person in my Twitch is saying it's 1 accessory, 1 armor, 1 weapon. I need an accessory red. I don't have one yet. Alright. Cannot recall any again. Alright, well, gotta leave that chest around. I'm not that high in the storyline yet. It'd be nice, if I could get a 700 gear score, but I think the problem is I'm not 65 yet, so not dropping 700 yet. I think. I'm not for sure. I'm still new at this. That's honestly not bad for Red Bless. That's alright. On the bright side, that means I get to sacrifice all this and get some money and some perfect savages, which can go to other stuff. And dark matters. Nice. Mending Vortex. Should I use that skill? If I use that skill, I might actually use that as a weapon. Something Vortex has said. Nope, that must be on the other side. No, I don't know. I don't see that. Wait, I can trip people with the mace? Ooh. I do like tripping people and then stabbing the heck out of them. Arcane Vortex, I do have it. Doesn't have blessed healing. Well, that would be better. But then again, I have the Warhammer. Oh, that's a Warhammer. It's not mace. I don't know. Like, I'm new to all that. Like, to me, I think any gear piece should be able to upgrade to 725, but it should cost more. I know when I first played, there was a way to upgrade gear, and I think it was like using, 1 second. I don't know if this character even has it. Yeah, this character doesn't have it, but there's like a resource you can get, and you use that plus the kiln, I think, to upgrade stuff. Because I had to upgrade like a 690, you know. But I don't know, I'm new, I need to look up videos. Like, I still need to know how, like, to do the Cutlass Key PvP, because I know how to get the points, but I don't know where you get the chest key, or the well that I keep on hearing about, because supposedly there's, like, a well that you throw something in, I don't know, coins in to make a wish, I don't know. So, yeah, there's a lot for me to learn, which is good. But, yeah, if I could, like, upgrade, like, a 690 to 725, and it doesn't cost a lot, and it's already gold, it's not bad. If that's true, then I'm kind of sad that I destroyed a few things. That's what I thought too. I thought it was Gimson or there's like a red shard that used to be a thing, but I don't think it's a thing anymore because this character hasn't got any of it yet. So yeah, it might be Gibson. And with that, I have to go to the map that has a kiln, which I can't go to sand yet. But I think Shattered has kilns. I burn in the sunlight if I go to sands. What sucks is I want to farm the weaponsmith gear. I need sunscreen. Not weaponsmith, sorry, smelter gear drops there. I need a full smelter set, and I'm not gonna pay 20 some K for it, or not 20. I think it's like 12K for a set. Even though I can afford it, well, maybe not on this character. I barely afford it on this character. So let's see, if we go to the Gimson. And it says I can make all these. Unless maybe it's not this machine. I mean, this does do Gibson though. Because yeah, I can make 3 so far. 4 if you count my diamond, or actually 5 I guess if you count my diamonds. So one of the red ones are able to go 725, and then the gold one's going to go 700. Well, so then I guess 690 gear isn't too bad. If gold's going to only go 700. That smells good, honey. So your food smells good, honey. You're welcome. So, ramen can smell bad, trust me. Have Cassidy make it when he burns it by accident because he forgets about it. It smells horrible. Supposedly, you can add perks to these weapons too, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I use that website for like boss drops, so yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. I think I'm gonna do some questing for a bit and try to unlock sands. Because chest runs help you a lot with crafting and whatnot. I like to craft. If I don't have the stuff to craft with, then it's kind of hard to craft. Granted, this character has a lot of work still to go with that. Yeah, he only has 140s, 160s. Zeros on weaponsmithing and drill crafting and finishing. Oh, great. What's up, honey? Just a woo woo woo? Just a woo woo woo? I don't know either, that's why I did the sound effect. Alright, I'm back. Got ya. You think it'd be a higher priority? I mean, janitors kind of need brooms. Yeah, make sure to put your name on the tape. They'd be like, well, it came with fancy duct tape. Or they'll say some excuse like, well, yeah, it's always had the duct tape on. What's your point? Technically, it'd be in yours and Justin's closet anyway, so. I hope your run does good for your errands. I hope everything goes alright. Thank you for dropping by. There's a lot of void here to gather. Huh. There used to be a named boss in here that drops some okay gear. I wonder if he's up top though. Maybe they turn him into a quest monster. Probably. That's usually what they do. The ones that were named monsters become quest monsters now, so they have more of a reason. Alright, sure, run past me. I'll loot this. I may not. Hey, how you guys doing? That's cool. I don't want to get in this corner. Get me out of this corner, please. Thank you. Really? How did you see me crippled? the guy that used to drop stuff. It's my favorite weapon. Besides maybe spear and hatchet, it's top 3. Best weapon for like healers to use for leveling for sure. I mean, you gotta think of mobs around you and just be able to murk. Like this destroys the mobs. And all the other attacks hit multiple, so like you're not single targeting. No, I would say it's probably top 3 weapon overall, period. And I like it best for like actually be able to do damage with a healing staff. Cause like I can literally round up monsters and just farm, where you can't really do that with other weapons as well. I mean, unless they redid the Void Gauntlet from when I used to use it, all you really do is summon that circle, scream, and stab people to death with Halo. And the Halo stab is not that much faster than this regular attack. I mean, it's probably a little bit faster, but this is still pretty fast for a regular attack. And I'm getting health back too as I'm going. Thanks, bud. Better watch here. Let's get this guy, and this guy. So 3 people. Get him close to me real quick. Now you go like this, then you go like this, go like that, and bam. One's already dead, one's halfway dead. AB swing attack, I'm attacking multiples. So now that guy only has half health. Hey, look at that, there's another one. Hey, I'm getting healed as he's in my circle. Like, it's pretty much broken in my opinion. Especially repeat player versus environment. And PvP, I got retrofit a few times. I'm not doing any config or anything right now, so I'd probably respect for that. But neutral stats, with being level 64, I'm rocking 360, 120. I usually try to do like 400 and then 150, but yeah, with new stats and stuff, I'm sure I could probably get a little bit higher. And I don't have like the best gear right now because, you know, I'm not 65 yet, so to me it didn't make sense to waste money on gear. So all my gear is, you know, crappy focus gear at lower levels. And I got really nothing to write home about. If it was a focus set, lower level focus set with blessed. I don't even have Sacred Ground, so I need to get Sacred Ground. Nope, just used life staff and then fell. Dude, I think it's awesome. I think give it a shot. Level it up to max because I mean, and then all I did was a full left tier, so it's like I did like a custom build. I mean, it's he's gonna hit me. Yep. Anywho, I did a left side build too. I mean, you might be able to min-max even better if you do like right and left. I was just lazy and didn't want to look up a build, so I'm like, I'll just do all left because that's the healing side. But no, I like the gameplay. It's pretty fast. The heavy attacks do hit hard. You do break shields pretty damn quick. Yeah, I could probably see that being a good move. Like a lot of people at Meister use this weapon, and then they use like a two-hander. Oh yeah, they got like one medium piece, you know, just to get the best stats for light. But yeah, I'm light. Now I'm an OG player. We played as Glass Canyons. If you had more than 100 con, you were like made fun of. So, unless you're a tank, of course. So yeah, tanks need con.
Greetings. And on a personal, I raided for the.
Like if you look at my stats, I think I only have like maybe 100 con period, and that's high for me. Like I have 124. But that's mainly because I was doing 40, because I think there's 40 stat food now, I heard. So that was my 400 focus, and I figured, well, after 400, I don't really notice a difference on my healing, so I'll start doing some con. But no, to me, life's worth it just for the dodge alone. Makes it a lot easier dodging monster attacks and player attacks. Because a little sidestep, you can still get hit unless you time it really, really, really good. With the roll, I feel like I give you a second off and still, you know, miss stuff. Because I'm dodging so far left to right. Or backwards, forward, right. But no, my gear is nowhere near blessed as this leveling gear. Once I hit 65, I'll probably try to level up some trade skills and then get this character done. Then I'll probably put money into him. That would be badass, yeah. That would be my end goal build. Right now, even with my crap gear, I'm pretty much almost slow health barring people with the direct heal. I was wondering if I should do the clap heal, because way back when people clapped or you did circles. But I'm sticking to circles, Sacred Ground and the beacon one. Other the solo heal. Well, I might look into different healing builds and stuff too. This is just like what I'm used to using, so. Minus the new weapon. The new weapon I never used until recently. If you need to take a nap, bud, and you got time for it, take it. You're not gonna be missing much. I'm probably gonna take my break in 30 minutes. I usually take it around 1. But I'm gonna hold it against you, man. And I'll probably just shut down the stream and then bring it back up when I get back, because a lot of people get like confused if I'm live or not. Oh, you got your job right now? Like you have a stay-at-home job or something? There, Gio. Yeah, I'm kinda like, I only healed last time around because no one really wanted to. So I kinda became the healer. And it's kinda the same time this time around. But usually once we get healers are good, then I usually go to like a Dex boy. About the only thing I don't do is, tank. But who knows, maybe I'll get into it this time around, I don't know. I mainly just did the healing thing because I feel like a guild leader should be like an important role. And not just be a dime a dozen DPS. So if I'm healing, that helps us get groups a little bit faster. Because now all we need is a tank. Instead of, oh cool, we need the two wolves, both ones that no one picks. Right? Nah, like, I think last time I played, I had one tank go off on me because he's like, You're over healing me because you get like half health and I'd heal him. So after he like said like once and then said it again and complained twice, I'm like, alright. So I had like got like 50 hit points by the time I'd heal him every single time. He's like, well, you can kill me a little bit better than that. I'm like, oh man, you tanks. I tell you what. Usually if you piss me off, I try to like really like act like you're gonna die or not. I'll still keep you alive, but if I like you, then I'll play it more safe and heal you at half health, so I'm not worried about trying to keep you alive. My ideal plan is to try to get the guild set up enough where we can maybe get 2 groups of people. I'd like to do dungeons, and then between that many players, it should be pretty easy to get dungeons going. Or expeditions, but I'm always gonna call them dungeons because they're a dungeon. I don't care what fancy name they came up with. I had some good tank friends though, yeah. I'm the same way. I had a guy called Nova, he was a really good tank. Jin Tokyo was a good tank, but they both, well, one quit, and one's on East Coast, so. I get no loves. That's alright. We'll find new tanks. My wife usually tanks too. I don't know if she's a tank this time around or not. I just want her to do whatever job she likes that she doesn't feel like she has too much pressure or anything under. Because if you try to make someone heal that doesn't really want to heal, but you need a healer, not very often do they do good because they're so freaked out, you know? I try to find people that want to heal first before, like, hey, here's a healing set, have fun. And I try to explain people like this is a little bit harder to heal with too, because like in WoW, you have like 15 healing skills. I mean, there's more likely always to be a healing skill up that you can use to save people. This game, you only get like 3. Oh god, I went off a cliff. This game, you only get like 3, you know, so. Supposed to go up there. This might be fun to get back up. So to me, this is like one of the more challenging games to heal with. I mean, I guess you get a little bit more if you count your secondary weapon, but with a Fel, I had to go in close to heal with, so. I guess that would be one positive of Void Gauntlet, is that you can do that ball thing. And you don't have to be close to do that. But if you're healing as a Void, you're still supposed to get close and put the purple circle down to help out your team with damage. So, like, I don't know. To me, it kind of outweighs it itself. Ah, hey, cool, I found the way up. Right? I agree. To me, I like I said, you were just saying, I like over, like half, you know, who cares if I overheal you a little bit. As long as I got like regular attacks and cooldowns, and I'm keeping you alive, who cares?
Admittedly, this is precise. In fact,
But yeah, if you ever play like WoW, they really get you on that. I'm glad that you actually fill in a role. Not a lot of people fill in roles.
DPS tank.
You're a DPS tank? You're the old crap tank when one tank dies?
No, I'm a tank, but I'm also DPS.
My wife says he's a DPS tank.
Especially when it comes to Tempest. No.
Yeah, bad healer mutations, definitely, you're not wrong. It can definitely make or break a group. Especially in mutations, you only get like, what, one death? And then after that, your rank goes to crap. And even with the one death, you have to hope that you can run back quickly. If you die like a part was kind of far away, in between teleports, death can really hurt you. But no, after I'm done with these weapons, I'm going to start swapping the other weapons a level up on the side so I can have fun with PvP and whatnot. PvP healing is kind of rough. I'm not really a fan of it. Dex boy? Dex boy is my life. Well, actually, mage is my life, but mage is like pointless because mutations is nerf you, and then you can't do it anyways, so. Probably heavy for PvE, mid for light. Yeah, I was kind of wondering if I should go a heavy set healer for a PvP, I don't know. Honestly, I was wondering if I went healer PvP, I'd probably use like a spear as a second weapon, or a, what the heck is that one weapon that you can counter with and run away? The rapier? I use my second weapon more as a getaway. Because if you spear people down on the ground, you got like 2 seconds. You can kind of run a little bit, or maybe people notice like, hey, I just, you know, speared this guy to the ground with the trip with the throw. But I used to heal with the rapier on PvP because then you can get out. You can do the counter and then the twisty skill. And you usually get out on most attacks. But sadly, I haven't leveled up the rapier yet, so I can't use that yet. But yeah, I think I'll probably go rapier as my second weapon. See if it works with light armor. If it doesn't, yeah, probably upgrade to medium or heavy and just make a second set. I plan on playing this game a lot, so I'll probably have multiple sets. I'll probably have a good deck set for like hatchet, spear. Probably have a good fire staff set. Then that way I can like play any role and not be limited to like 2. I don't know about the tanking part. Maybe one day. I've tanked on almost every game except for WoW. What was the other one? Oh yeah, 2 games I didn't tank on. All the others I did. Aeon I did with Slija. Just you weren't running for my groups very often. That was a tank we needed to run speed runs with Filthy. My wife says I need to try tanking too, so who knows, maybe that'll be in my next adventures. I think tanking on this game is like a whole new adventure too, because the same thing as healing, you only got so many skills. So I guess you just rely on your taunt gem and the taunts you have on your character. I don't know. Never tried it yet. How you liking tanking? You said you made a tank, didn't you? I believe you said earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's only PvE. I would never tank as a PvP. No, hell no. I don't care if I know how to tank. I'm still not going to tank in PvP. Alright. What 2 weapons do you recommend since you're tanking? I've seen almost everything done. Like, do you battle axe and hammer? I know that's one combo. I've seen people use hatchets in tank. Because then they go berserk and help out the healer. Sword and still in Gray Seal. Alright. Yeah, back in my day, like of beta, and like, you know, before they even had the seasons, a lot of people did the hatchet because the Undying Rage would keep you alive, so the healer, you know, can like, you know, keep you alive. Plus the hatchet had good damage to begin with, so you can kind of keep aggro. And then if they lost it, then they, I think, swapped to Sword Shield. And then did the taunt, because I think that had a taunt built in. So it required a lot of weapon swapping, if that makes sense. But again, that was, you know, years ago. They might have patched that, they might have nerfed that, I don't know. You know, like I noticed my fire staff's a lot weaker than it used to be. And that's one thing this game did a lot when we first played, was they balanced it a lot. So it seemed like 1 month, one weapon would be great, and then the next month, like, they just destroyed the whole point of even using that weapon because they over-nerfed it. That's the only complaint I really had at the start, besides the bugs, is that they over-nerfed stuff. Instead of, like, lightly nerfing stuff, they'd hit it with, like, a sledgehammer and be like, hey, well, now you guys don't have to worry about this anymore. And it's like, yeah, but you destroyed the weapon. I can't remember, but I think the Gray Sword when it first came out got nerfed a lot until they finally figured out where to go with it. Hatchet got a lot of nerfs, but they never like really over nerfed it. They kind of kept it, you know, good enough to always keep using. I think they were gonna change it. I don't know if they did that. The developers were gonna change it. That like there were so many nerfs per season to try to help balance the PvP, so the metas were changed. So like if a weapon had like absolutely no PvP use and they noticed it, somehow they had data showing, you know, what weapons were being used, and if they noticed like one weapon wasn't being used, they usually try to buff that for like the next part of the season. Which I like that, because, you know, then your weapon might be good one season at least. I don't know if they still do that or not, though. Okay, so that's how you do that.
I think that went rather well. This.
You are, and I saw a star. If we can secure them, they.
I figured they had me go down here where life sucks at. Looks like grocery shopping is in our future, but it's fine. We do that every week anyways. Parkour. Yeah, well, let's get this horror. I'm at it. Like me, get me some more. Yeah, you're fine, bud. Strength and yeah, that's a great comp. I guess maybe that would help with the blunderbuss. Huh. You're fine. I wish these old monsters that are named would drop higher than 625 though. But that's okay. It makes the other weapons worthwhile. Yeah, the storyline put me down here, so I'm like, well, I'll gather some more while I'm down here. Sorry about the ads. I have them as low as I can have them. But if it makes you happy, I get 10 cents. I think. I think it's about 10 cents a person if they save through all the ads. Oh, if you got Nitro, you get, I think I get payment while you're here. Or if you get, there's other ways. Oh, thank you, bud. Yeah, I've had a few of you nice people that did that. There was another person, I'm drawing a blank because, yeah, I'm just having a rough morning. But, his name had like a 9 in it. Anyways, one second, he's in my guild. But he was nice enough to do the same thing, and then he's like, oh, I'm getting tired after he bought sub, and then give me a $1 tip. But you didn't have to do any of that. Well, yeah, let's see. As I need to check to see what level he is. Sidon. He was nice enough. I'm pretty sure he was the one that subscribed and everything. I feel bad for the guy though, because he keeps on getting on like at 11 o'clock at night, and sadly I don't know how active our guild's gonna be that late at night, because a lot of people work, you know. But who knows, maybe I'll get a lot of nighttime people in the guild that can help him out later on. I know you're wrong, I don't mind staying up on a Friday, Saturday night, depending on what job I get, because I'm in between jobs. Well, I wouldn't mind like staying up late on my days off, but other than that, I'm probably gonna be a good little boy and make sure I get my sleep. Plus, I appreciate you too, because nothing against gaming alone, but it's always nice to have someone to talk to. I'm not gonna hold anyone against not being here. People have jobs, people have lives. I just wish TikTok did a better job of advertising your stream. Because I noticed after like 1 o'clock my time, it seems like no one ever sees my stream, so I never get people coming in or out anymore. But like in the morning, it booms though. But it seems like in the afternoon, the only people that join are like my fan base, which is great. But it's like I thought TikTok's supposed to try to help with that, make sure that there's people coming in and out. But it's okay, I still like it. It's helping me find people at least. I got one guy in there right now called Romeo. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Arturo. He's chilling. But I think that's something that TikTok can improve on. Let's see if we can kill this boss again. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff on me. This might be rough. Well, the only thing I wish TikTok would really do is like if you were stream on TikTok, was like I said, I'm having some good success with it. Is every single time a person's scrolling through the lives, and they could be on your TikTok for like a half a second, it shows that so and so has joined. Well, to me, I think it should wait 15 seconds because a lot of people are just swiping up, and you get all this false hope that so and so has joined your live, when really they're like, no, they're just swiping through and they're gonna be swiped out. So like they had to like when like maybe 15-30 seconds hey, this guy has joined, then you know that they're not swiping, you know, and they're actually like checking your content out. 'Cause I do the same thing when I go live watching people. I'll swipe, you know, and find someone I like. That, and I also noticed either A, there's not a big following on New World on TikTok, or B, for some reason I magically get 300 views and then my New World doesn't blow up. So it's like they only advertised New World to 300 people, and then it's like, alright, that's all he gets. But I think that's how over half of you found me, was my little short videos. But I will say this, even if I ever get done with New World, I'm keeping it MMO games. I'm not gonna do the whole like change genre. I mean, I might, you know, still have like a second game I play on the side every now and then. But I hear like people making a genre and then they try a whole different genre and change their whole YouTube channel. Like, you know, like, hey, I wanted it to be this, but I knew I can get players if I did this, and then they go back to what they wanted to do. Heck yeah, that helps me out then. That's a 1 in 5 odds you're stuck with me. Yeah, there's one guy, I'm not gonna bash him, but he's a guy and he speaks English. But he doesn't seem to like anyone replying opinions. Cause I was watching him and I'm like, why don't you go like Healing Staff, the new weapon? And he was like, because I don't want to. I'm like, alright, just wondering, you know, you could have said nicely, you know, it's not your jam, or... You know, like, I've had a lot of people come in my stream, you know, and be like, hey, why don't you go a strength, or a dex baby? I'm like, I just say healer. I do agree that dex is more fun, in my opinion. I think spear and hatchet is probably the funnest, or the most fun I've had in this game. But this is a close second. Like, I'm actually having fun with this weapon. And then for PvP, I still like mages. I just don't like leveling as a mage because there's so much stuff that can kill you. I mean, like, any monster can pretty much kill you as a mage because you don't really have stuns. You have one slow. I mean, it's rough. Hey, I made back up. I found one streamer that played it, but he is in Australia, so bad timing. Yeah, there's a famous guy that plays that's from Australia. He's been playing since like day one. I don't know if it's the same guy that we're talking about, but yeah, he's a guy. He's usually a healer. He's played from day one and stayed with it. I give him props. I mean, I took my break. I also didn't really stream though back then either though. I wish I would have streamed when New World was brand new. I mean, maybe not. People don't realize when you stream that if you stream a game that's really popular, there's so many more people that are gonna watch other people. Unless they're nice and they go with, like, smaller viewers first. Does that make sense? Because one of my Twitch people did do that. They went to smaller viewers and seen that I was like the only one in Marvel that had like 5 viewers, so they just clicked me. Because I average 5 viewers a day now, so that's not bad. Then right now I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I think a lot of them are just AFK, but I still appreciate it. They don't have to watch me, they're still helping me out. And most of them do, like, you know, go back and forth and actually talk to me. They just take a break. My bad. I'm supposed to go down there. That sucks. I just got back above ground.
Below ground, whatever.
Yeah, I'm in the pit where all the red ore is at.
Oh, you went to my pit?
We had to kill that pit lord all the time because supposedly he dropped something and we never did get the drop. Yep. No one minds there. I already got like over 500 ore.
I kinda wanna go to the pit now. Totally forgot about the pit.
478 ore. I'm not mining fast.
That place is not good unless it's a Saturday, I guess. And it's even earlier, like 5 a.m.
Yeah. But no, I appreciate all the people I met. All the people are nice enough to stay in my account. If I could do streaming again, I'd probably would have started right when I first got laid off. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I had like 3 followers. If you minus... I hate how lucky Cameron is. If you minus family, and like maybe the 4 bots that added me because they want me to buy stuff off their Discord, I still have like 48 people I met, which is pretty nice. Or 45 probably.
You reconnected with some older friends, or some old friends.
Right?
Plus, you got Cameron to try MMO again.
Yeah, and Cameron went back to MMO, which he never plays.
Good job, Cam.
He used to play them, but he got rid of his computer. Then he bought like an old well, not an old laptop, actually a decent laptop, but for some reason it doesn't like gaming that much. Since like every game it has to do like all these settings just to make it work. Which it doesn't make sense because it's like a 4060-ish. What am I supposed to be doing here?
Okay, Google. Stop.
Okay, I'm supposed to get the artifact, but how do I get it? Did I pull the lever? Hmm. Under research, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's cool. I'm glad he needs this and I can't loot it. I was like... Has anyone done this quest before? Could someone help me out? I'm supposed to gather that. As in a circle I can't gather. Oh! Never mind, I'm dumb. Back here. Fixed it. I have blonde moments. Wait. Now I'm even more confused. It's supposed to be... There's nothing here. Oh, okay. Now it's working. It says pull the lever. I guess I cut the corner too much and I didn't know what I was doing. Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever? But yeah, after I turn this quest, I'm gonna take a short break. It's usually like 3 minutes an hour, you know. I try to walk around like every 2 hours, 3 hours if I can, because if not, it's not healthy to sit all day long. And then my next break probably won't be until like a few hours after that. You know, every 2 to 3 hours, take a little break. I might swap, talk to Cameron later today, and we might swap to Marvel Rivals, which you'll be able to see that because you're on Twitch. People on TikTok, if you ever want to see my full content, on the Purple app, I do stream like 2 other games. Uses like between WoW or Marvel Rivals or Fortnite, but Fortnite hasn't been my jam in a while. So if you guys like that like that content as well, then you know. More reasons, I guess. And I also have a YouTube if people want to follow that. It's Abinash05, I believe, Twitch TV. I think it's on my Twitch more info and on my TikTok more info. And I post YouTube vids on there. They're usually the same as my TikTok vids, but later on I might post like YouTube only shorts where you might not see it, you know. Try and make it more of a reason why you would want to be there as well, not like, oh, I always see those on a different platform. That's when you know you're safe, you can type. COD I just honestly don't like because I think it is kind of a bad game. Sorry, that's my hot take. I think COD was great back in the day. I think it ran out of like what to do, and I think that's kind of why I'm not liking Fortnite. I feel like when games last too long, they forget what to do. I think what are you supposed to do now that you made, you know, like 12 of the same game? So that's my hot take with like COD and Fortnite right now, is like they've pretty much done it all. So like I feel like when I get their games, it's not really that much different. Like a new season of Fortnite, the only difference is maybe a few weapons are getting vaulted and put back in the game. I guess they copied Helldivers this season, okay. I think COD, you know, just seems like it's always the same gameplay. It's always run fast, stop, drop, shoot. Run fast, stop, drop, shoot. Use the overpowered shotgun. Use the overpowered, you know, whatever combo. So, hot take, not my game. The main reason why I was playing Fortnite back in the day was to hang out with Cameron and Cassidy, my brothers, but now they play Marvel Rivals, so I just play that instead with them. But I think CODs are still good games. Like, if you're a brand new, you know, kid or something and brand new to the game, you're gonna like it. But if you've been there since, like, the OG CODs, you're wondering why they're still a thing. Yeah, kind of like an iPhone. Yeah. Not much difference. Kind of play it safe, but charge you, you know, a whole new phone price.
Remarkable. Truly, many.
Don't change anything unless they forced to because of e-waste laws.
Commander. Oh, I think
Soul with luck.
And then that gets me going is like, I don't know, they might finally make their own screens now, or displays. But like for the last couple of years when I know for a fact they weren't their displays, like, well, I like the display better. I'm like, you know it's a Samsung display, right? Like they literally buy it from Samsung. and put it in their phone. It's just like TVs do that. There's certain TVs that have the same display because it's a display company that makes it. The only thing they're doing is making a different operating system for the smart TV part.
I have ever been.
But like they're diehard fans and they didn't believe me. The thing I like about iPhone, which I don't know, I think they might have finally took it out, is there was a side button that you could just like mute everything with like the flick of a button. You just push it up or down. We need that on Android. Other than that, eh. Because I had an iPhone 6. Yeah, I'm old. They're up to like, I don't know what version now.
With it, you have.
And just like that, boys, 65. I mean, I'm still gonna have to quest because you have to do quests to get to the new zones. But now when I do chest runs, I can get max level gear, or at least a higher gear score because it goes by your level. And that unlocks me some 65s I can level up. Because I think you have to like use them and level up with. But sadly, these are not focused. So I'll probably just level up the pants if they let me. Because yeah, that's 32 your highest stat. And I don't have an earring yet. I guess I could use the light boost instead. Which ones are worse for me on... Well, the whole, both horrible gear score. So. Looks like I got some questing to do to get those better. That's kind of cool. So yeah, I've just had to close down the stream on both apps because I've had people ask, you know, hey, when are you back? And they kind of, you know, it's hard for them to realize if I'm back or not, which I understand. Like, I'm playing the same game, so it does make sense that it would be hard. And it's kind of a pain to set up the rerun anyways, or rewind. I like the rewind, that was cool. I think you might have called it that, Geo. So, if you guys want to keep on supporting and keep on watching, I should be back in about an hour. And then, like I said, I'll probably play until like almost 4:30. Go to the bank real quick because I got bank, put some money in. Come back, probably get back on shortly after that. So, I'll be gone for like an hour and then do another 2-hour stream if that makes sense. Take care, everyone. Thank you for everything. And thank you for the congrats on 65. I recall to end. Oh, wait, no, I don't care about experience anymore now. Those are recall to end because I think you get rested experience, but yeah, not no more. Alright. Thank you all. I'm gonna run an ad. You guys don't have to stay if you don't want to, but the people that are AFK, I guess they might get the ad before I close down. Haha. If it lets me. Sometimes it doesn't let me. Ah, looks like you guys just got an ad. That's fine. It doesn't really ever tell me when my ads start. I wish it would because I'd be like, okay, I must shut up because no one can hear me. Anyways, y'all take care.